So with the bad weather, we've got to stay put for a while.
We're always waiting for mail.
We are just surrounded by dolphins.
I've never seen this much sea life in my life.
I'm Elaynas and this is Riley, and this is our home, La Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 6 years now, and recently, it's like we're seeing everything for the first time through a new set of eyes. This is our little boy Lenny. Click the subscribe button to join our voyage every Monday. The stories of thousands of sailors have been written on the concrete walls surrounding the port of Horta, and we were so happy we got to leave our mark here too. In the next few days, we'd be taking our memories we'd made in the beautiful Azores and sail south to an entirely new archipelago of islands in the Atlantic.
Bonjour, amigo.
Andre was back. Lenny always gets so excited when he suddenly shows up. We were going to need Andre's help to sail the Vagabond 660 miles down to Madeira, with a stop off in the main island of the Azores before leaving. But for now, I'll leave you with Captain Riley for the latest on our departure.
It's windy! It's windy over there. It's windy over there. And it's windy up here. We need to change a lot of plans around and figure a lot of different stuff out because we need to go that way and there's just terrible weather everywhere. The prevailing winds are from here and we want to go sort of that way. So we need to wait for a change in general weather patterns so that we can head from the Azores group of islands to Madeira. But the later we wait in the season, the increased chance of gales. We're looking for a break in the weather to head that way, and today is certainly not one of those days. Elaynas had been itching for a new place, and I knew that Andre was super keen to get back out on the open sea. Unfortunately, one of the duties of a captain of the vessel is occasionally disappointing the crew with some bad news. I was to inform them that we would be staying put for at least a few more days. So with the bad weather, we've got to stay put for a while. Elaynas is slaving away over a hot laptop, and that means I'm on babysitting duty. We've got to hire a car for a few days so we can get stuff done. Look at Lenny. Lenny just loves hanging out in this hire car. He slams this door, comes in, beeps the horn, puts all the indicators on, and then he runs outside and plays with his truck. And then the whole process starts again. Yesterday I would have spent 3 hours in and around this area with him, and today I've spent like an hour and a half with him this morning. Loving it.
Come on. Got him?
That's right.
Cabin fever can quickly set in when there's bad weather out, 3 adults and 1 child in an 8 cubic metre confined space. We decided to get lost on a seaside trail.
We're just coming up to our spot here. It is absolutely hammering with wind on the northern side of the island, so we found a little track on the southern end of the island here. It's a loop, it should be very easy, and we're all very excited. We're champing at the bit. Doggy. You gonna go and see the goat, Sonny?
I used to have a goat like this. Sometimes I like to ram. Riley once had to slap a duck away from Lenny. It was seriously trying to bite Lenny. So we're just hoping that this animal encounter is very peaceful. No violence required.
Say bye-bye.
So this trail goes in a big circuit, stopping off by this, it's not an island, but it's a huge rock in the ocean. We're going to see how high up it we can get safely with a bib. Holy heck. They said we were going to see lots of wildlife on this hike. So far we've seen bulls, goats, saw some baby seabirds. So there's all these burrows around here, and in almost all of them there's a baby bird. They're just chilling.
We're going to see the tractor. Lenny doesn't care about the birds or the spiders or the view or the goats or anything. He just wants to go and look at this tractor.
Oh, it's up here.
Oh, Lenny, look!
These farmers were actually fermenting corn as feed for their livestock.
And I love these old dudes with their silly hats. They absolutely make my day. I've met a couple of these guys now. Check this lot out.
Three ingredient pancakes, never measure anything, a whole bunch of ripe bananas, as many as you need to get rid of, buckwheat flour, eggs, okay maybe it's 4 ingredients, and a dash of milk for the consistency. Yeah, cook it in a non-stick pan, super healthy, super delicious, and those super ripe bananas never go to waste. And instead of buckwheat flour you can use oats instead, which makes a really good consistency. And instead of the eggs, if you don't eat eggs, you can use flaxseed meal, mixing 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal with 1 tablespoon of water and letting it sit, and then that like keeps it all together. We're leaving today?
It's a packet. No, we're waiting for mail again. We're always waiting for mail.
That's why we can't do any ads on Instagram, because we can't receive any mail for products, which we're kind of really glad about actually.
Yeah, but you can't say that.
Come on, it's hilarious. Follow us on Instagram, no ads. So what are you up to, Dre?
Trying to find the package.
What's in the package?
An adapter for our new camera. The best thing we can do, I think, is go to the Horta distribution center to see if it's there, and if it's there, we can pick it up.
You got it? Yes! Don't break it now.
Right, we can leave.
Finally. Thanks to our patrons, we've been able to upgrade cameras. For now, we needed an adapter to fit our old lenses we used on the 5D. We really couldn't wait to see how this thing performed, and I was just grateful to have it in our hands and working.
Apologies for this, but you're going to keep seeing me look over here, make sure I still look very handsome. Only to very quickly discover that I do, and then divert my attention back to you guys. Nah, but if there's a picture of you over here, your eyes are really drawn to it. Like if someone says your name, you're like, yeah, we're going to have to get better at making sure that we set up the shot, and then look at you guys.
What Captain Imbecile is referring to here is known as the cocktail party effect, whereby in a crowded and noisy room, one can still hear their own name or perhaps the word sex being spoken by someone across the room. This is used as evidence that the brain is processing huge amounts of information that the person isn't actually cognizant of and is actually very interesting. What poor old Riley is talking about is simply plain old narcissism.
So the guys today went through our grad bag and also all of our safety equipment on board, like the EPIRBs, the PLBs, our life jackets, to check the canisters, and yeah, basically just checking everything because batteries can die and stuff like that. So it's good to do it every few months. We definitely don't do it that often like we should. Riley was saying that majority of the work is buying equipment, ordering it and receiving mail. I hung up a whole bunch more Polaroid photos. The room was looking a little dull. Now we got them everywhere. And I've been meaning to do it for a long time now, but today was kind of one of those days. I'm also doing some food prepping. I'm gonna roast a whole bunch of vegetables and cook some brown rice, which always takes like an hour just for the rice. Very nutritious. Not as nutritious as this chocolate bicky that Lenny's got. And Andre just made a dash to the supermarket to grab some more grab bag essentials. We really needed a long-lasting plastic, unfortunately. 5-litre bottle of water to go in here. Whole bunch of canned food for the grab bag as well. We got tuna for protein in case we can't catch a fish, and mixed vegetables for the nutrients. It looked like we'd be able to finally untie the lines tomorrow and set sail on a 5-day voyage to Madeira. To avoid accidentally filming the whole trip for you in slow motion or without sound, we needed to get a good handle on our camera before we went. We decided to test her out during the sunset on the nearby mountains.
The city streets and symmetry. I think you knew that I should leave. Heard you talking in your sleep. So cut your losses and you're free. But I know it's wrong to admit.
Lenny loves tractors.
You say tractor? 1, 2, 3! No more, mate. We're gonna go home.
The best year of my life.
How long do you intend to leave what I can only assume is mandrake root or the lung of a long dead smoker?
I'm probably going to cook it tomorrow actually. So
What is it?
Satan.
Satan.
Yeah, it's like a tofu but better.
Well, let's just have a look at this, shall we? I expected to eat this.
You ate it for dinner.
I had that for dinner.
That was in your food.
Was it?
Yes. Why do you think it's out?
I assumed it was out because it needed to breathe occasionally. Lenny, put your clothes on.
What a busy week we'd had. It was such a relief to finally get out of there. To switch the phones onto airplane mode, get in my comfy clothes, not that I don't already wear comfy clothes every single day of my life, to have fewer distractions. There was only one shared goal in mind, and that felt nice. We're sailing along the north coast of Pickle right now, and I just saw the most massive flock of birds, and I think we kind of disrupted them a bit because we sailed pretty much through them and all the birds lifted off the water, and it was quite a sight to see. So yeah, we're on our way to Madeira, which is still a part of Portugal, but it's a southern island, not a part of the Azores, just lit by itself in the middle of nowhere.
Don't tell a Portuguese person that Madeira is part of Spain.
Or even question it.
I thought Andre was going to punch me right in the jaw the other day.
Yeah, it looked closer to the Canary Islands, so I thought it would be part of Spain, but part of Portugal, looks very beautiful. Very excited to get there.
This is Pico.
No, tell me about the wind.
Oh, the wind's behind us. It's so bizarre. All I know is that if there's a large mountain, your wind is going to be cactus. You're not going to know where it's coming from. It's going to be coming backwards. It's going to be coming from directly above and sometimes underneath you. No, I can't figure it out. I'm completely bamboozled. But anyway, there's a large mountain over here which is causing disturbances.
What are you thinking about doing?
Writing a rap song?
Riding it or just rapping to it?
No, we'd have to write one.
And I can feel it. 7 years I've been there, and it's time to celebrate, cause my brother getting it. Penny exquisite, scripture, sweat.
Look at the dolphins. See that?
Oh man, they're really playing. We are just surrounded by dolphins and we just saw a whale. Like, I don't even know where to film, they're just everywhere.
I've never seen this much sea life in my life. I reckon I would have seen 300 dolphins.
They're just the ones I'm looking at coming out of the water. This is insane.
Meet you there.
Code D is coming out because we have really light winds and now we might be able to sail with the Code D, our big sail. Great for light winds.
So I was asleep and I woke up and I reckon that Andre forgot what island we were going for, but he says to me, no, I was just headed exactly in the primo location for the wind that we had. So I was like, okay, well, we're headed for this island over here anyway. I don't really care, so let's just flip a coin, see what island we should go to. What's the name of the island?
It's Amigo. SM.
I think you get arrested in Portugal for defacing the currency and sent to prison for probably indefinitely, I'd say. Ponta Delgada and...
Set.
Ready?
Ready. Yeah,
San
3
Miguel.
times
San
San Miguel.
Miguel. San Miguel it is. Off we go.
We're trying to prove once and for all if Riley's tone deaf because he sung with me in a video and I love you, Shmoo, but you've always been tone deaf. I love you.
Elaynas says this, but the fact of the matter is that the people have voted. And it came through and it was pretty clear that they thought that my backup singing, I'm not a headline guy, but my backup vocals were pretty impressive.
But he won't.
Highly sought after and probably the most requested thing that we've had on the channel since we stopped being in an area where there was speed
That's
fishing.
all well and good, and I'm glad you guys love his backup singing. But he just came over to me a second ago before I started filming, and he said, "Babe, I'm a really good singer. You guys were commenting, saying how good, and he's not tone deaf, and maybe I should reconsider." And so I said, "Copy my tone," and he refused. So I'm going to
No,
try
I didn't
again.
say I wasn't tone deaf. I said, and I'll stand by, I'm a fantastic backup singer. I think you're a harsh judge, is
It's
what I think.
it's a thing. It's like you're either tall or
But
you're
we
short.
we do it, and then you decide whether or not I'm
Well,
tone
let,
deaf.
okay,
So
let's
I
let
think
let's
you're a
let them
biased
decide.
judge.
Ready? Hold my tone.
No, sing something good.
No, I'm gonna hold a tone. Okay. Hey there, Delilah.
That's what you sound like. Right,
Okay, no.
open and shut case.
Well,
Thank
okay,
you.
no.
Please write in
Babe,
and see.
tone. Hold the tone. Jesus, this is actually not too bad. That one was good.
Right, Lenny, ready?
No, do it with me. Ooh.
There are multiple tones in what you're doing.
Yeah, follow it. High five, Lenny. Yeah,
Now sing a song.
No, I'm not going to sing by myself. Like I said, I'm an excellent backup. Please comment in the comment section and let us know that I was better.
So we'll just wait another year.
Alright, inside.
I don't know what feels true. This feels right, so stay safe. Are you excited for night shift?
Yeah, I love it. Run gets out of my hair. I can become one with the ocean and my boat.
Do you get swifty?
No.
How swifty? Inside your veins, I'll be say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Like a hostage.
Can you say thanks for watching?
Join the Vagabond and the crew this Friday for a bonus episode as they interview Ivan, an 80-year-old they met back in Horta before they left. He'd just spent 80 or something days at sea. He's one of a kind and definitely, probably, maybe worth hearing his story. You've been listening to Bartholomew Stiltskin II. Thank you all and goodbye.